When I was younger, I used to be deeply religious. I followed every rule, every prayer, every fear. I believed without a doubt, because that's what I was taught. But somewhere along the way, doubt started creeping in, quietly, silently. And I pushed it away, like I was told to. They said, "Don't question God." But I kept wondering, why not? Why is questioning seen as a threat? If something is true, wouldn't it become stronger under a microscope? The more I looked into it, the more I saw the cracks. I wasn't afraid of being wrong. I was afraid of punishment, because I was taught that even having questions was a sin. But how can a loving, forgiving God punish someone for using the very brain He gave them? If this world is truly a test, then why didn't He tell us directly? Why is there no clear message, no direct conversation? Why does He hide and still expect total obedience? Every day, thousands of newborn babies die. Some say it's karma from a past life. But that child remembers nothing. No lesson is learned. No correction is made. And yet, we're told that God is merciful. What kind of mercy punishes a soul for not believing in something written thousands of years ago, during a time of war, chaos, and fear, with no solid proof, and then threatens eternal hell? That's not divine. That's not love. That's narcissism.
Maybe religion started with good intentions. Maybe it was humanity's way of explaining the unknown. They worshiped fire, the sun, the wind, because they were scared and belief gave them comfort. But over time, that comfort became a tool for control. Religions became systems, organized, structured, weaponized, used not to bring peace, but to gain power, not to unite, but to divide. I'm not against belief. Believe in what gives you strength. But I am against blind belief, the kind that refuses to think, to question, to grow. And today, that blind belief is dangerous. It fuels forced conversions, violence, hatred, all in the name of something that was supposed to be about love. I have a friend, deeply religious, kind, gentle. I respect him. But every time we talk, he tries to pull me into his religion, and when I reply with logic, he tells me some fairy tale story like it's proof. He smiles like he won the argument. I just nod and move on. He can believe whatever he wants, but I wish he used his own mind, not someone else's words. I'm not asking you to become an atheist. I'm asking you to think, to question, to decide for yourself. Not everything written in old books is true. Not every tradition deserves loyalty. Make your own decisions, shape your own destiny. And above all, don't force your beliefs onto others.
When a child is born, he shouldn't be born into any religion. He should be religionless, free to explore, free to question, free to choose his belief when he's ready. Don't force your belief into a child's mind when he can't even speak. Let him grow, let him think, let him decide. And if he chooses your religion later, that's fine. But let it be his decision, not your conditioning. I don't miss being religious. I feel free now, like a huge weight was lifted from my head, like I can finally breathe with my own lungs, think with my own mind. Back then, I still believed in God, but I didn't agree with everything, and that's the difference. I didn't let guilt control me anymore. I wasn't afraid to ask questions anymore. It felt good, like peace. Not the fake kind religion sells you, the real kind, the kind that comes when you stop pretending. And I ask you just one thing: use your own mind. Believe what makes you better, but never let fear replace logic.
and never let anyone take away your right to think. Maybe, just maybe, the real God isn't in a book. Maybe He's in how we treat each other, in how we forgive, in how we evolve. That's what matters. Peace, understanding, and the freedom to choose